Hey guys, welcome to Module 12 with me, Kate Byars, at C'est Bonjour French 1. Kind of exciting, right? You're all the way to Module 12. All right, so today we're going to do a new verb tense called the imperfect or l'imparfait. Now, this is a past tense, and if you've been tracking right along with us with the modules, you'll know that we already did a past tense called le passé composé. So let me explain what this new tense is about. All right, so le passé composé, which is the one that you already did, is for actions that started and stopped in the past. So let's say you walked your dog, you went out to walk your dog, and then you walked your dog, and then you came home, and you stopped walking your dog. Okay, that's le passé composé. That's what you would use for that. But let's say that you were eating. You're telling a story, and you say, while I was eating cake, that would be the imperfect, okay? Something that you were continuously doing in the past. Okay, so you've got two tenses, le passé composé and l'imparfait. They're both past tenses, but they have different uses, okay? Le passé composé is something that started and stopped in the past. L'imparfait is something that was continuous in the past. All right, so let's move on. Let's go ahead and do our imparfait. All right, so the imparfait has two pieces to it, okay? So you may have noticed with the verbs so far that they're kind of like a puzzle, you know, you like lop off the end of one thing and then tack on an ending type thing, okay? It's the same with the imparfait. So with the imparfait, we've got a stem and then we have endings, okay? So each verb has a stem. So let's start with être. The stem for être is et. Pretty short, right? Easy. All right, so the stem is et. The endings for the imparfait are always the same no matter what verb you're doing, okay? They are AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT, okay? And they sound like this. A, ion, ie, a. Okay, it's a lot of a, right? The imparfait is like a, which is kind of nice because that sounds like maybe like a continuous thing. I don't know. That's how I remember it. All right, so let's do all the verbs you know, all of the verbs that you've learned in the infinitive. Let's do those in the imparfait. Okay, so first I'm going to give you the stems. We'll just start with the stems. All right, so here are the stems. Être is et. Aller is al. Venir is ven. Faire is fait. Avoir is have. Manger is mange. Finir is finisse. And attendre is attendre. Okay, that's pretty easy, right? Just memorize those. Those are the stems for the imperfect, okay? Now let's tack on our endings, which are the same for all of them. AIS, AIS, AIT, IONS, IEZ, AIENT. All right, so let's do être. J'étais, tu étais, il, elle, on était, nous étions, vous étiez, ils, elles étaient. Pretty easy, right? All right, so we're just going to go through. It's going to be a big read through. Just read all of these verbs in the imparfait. See if you can kind of read them along with me. That kind of helps to say stuff out loud. Okay, and we'll just go through. Now, if you haven't downloaded the workbook, the free version from our site, or if you haven't gotten it on lulu.com, you may want to get your workbook. It's just so much easier to fill it in as you're going along. All right, so here are our verbs in the imperfect. Aller, j'allais, tu allais, il allait, nous allions, vous alliez, ils allaient. Venir, je venais, tu venais, il venait. Nous venions, vous veniez, il venait. Faire, je faisais, tu faisais, il faisait. Nous faisions, vous faisiez, il faisait. Avoir, j'avais, tu avais, ils avaient. Nous avions, vous aviez, ils avaient. Manger, je mangeais, tu mangeais, il mangeait. Nous mangions, vous mangiez, il mangeait. Finir, Je finissais, tu finissais, il finissait. Nous finissions, vous finissiez, il finissait. Attendre. J'attendais, tu attendais, il attendait. Nous attendions, vous attendiez, ils attendaient. All right, so that seems like a big chunk of information, right? And it really is. But it's in a pattern and it all sounds really, really similar. So what you want to do today is go ahead and take this week, memorize all of these verbs in the imperfect. All right, here are your new words for Module 12. These are all cooking words. I thought that would be fun. So now you can start learning about cooking in the kitchen and that sort of thing. L'assiette, le bâton, la baguette, la banane, le beurre, le bol, le café au lait, les céréales, le chocolat chaud, la confiture. And as always, let's do our grammar reminder. You've already learned all of the grammar at the beginning of this course, but we want to remind you to make sure that you remember. All right, so today our reminder is on the word all. There are 4 ways to say all. Tout, tout. And they are masculine singular, masculine plural, feminine singular, feminine plural. All right, guys, that's it for Module 12. I will see you in Module 13.